about this. The WIC title's on the line. Becky Lynch is going to defend against Lyra Valkyria. No holds barred. And if Becky wins, Lyra cannot challenge for the championship anymore.
Yep.
Now, do you have any thoughts on this entire thing? Because with me and Eric, I'm a huge Chelsea Green fan. So yes. she could do no wrong in my
yes 100%.
So when she was the WUS champion and Lyra was the WIC champion, she was so much more interesting than what Lyra was doing. And when it came to this Becky thing, it brought stuff out of Lyra that we didn't know that we didn't know that we hadn't seen yet. Like Lyra has a little more personality. Lyra is more comfortable on the mic. Lyra has more substance in her matches opposed to just wrestling Dakota Kai in rematches for the title.
Hey, 3 rematches ain't no wrong with that.
Yeah, so and I think Lyra's cut a bunch of good promos. I think the matches have been good. The triple threat to Open Evolution was amazing. I thought their first match was really good. So, what are your thoughts on this entire thing?
All right, so I'm glad you went down this rabbit hole because I didn't know you were going to go here, but I do have thoughts on this match. So I'll start with my Lyra. I'm not a huge fan of Lyra, so that's why I love your comment. So we can go a little back and forth on this one. I love her in ring. I think she still has some work to do on the mic. Sometimes I can see through her confidence. Like I said, great in ring performer. Just got to work on that mic skill, and then I think she can be in that class of the next big girls, the Biancas, the Arias. But until she gets better on the mic, I don't really see her in that window. When it comes to Becky, I think her just be real with you, I love Becky, but I think her prime is behind her. I do think she's going to walk out with this championship, though. The reason I think so is because once they made it that street fight, something's gonna go down, and Bayley's sitting there waiting in the shadows, and we don't have her on the card. We didn't have her at WrestleMania. She's gonna make an impact on SummerSlam. I know I've heard the rumor with the whole Cardi B. She may make an impact with Cardi B, but if that's all we get from Bayley, I don't think that's enough. To me, I'm a huge Bayley fan. One of the greatest matches is her versus Sasha Banks NXT TakeOver. One of the matches that made me cry in my life.
I was there.
Were you really?
I cried like a bitch.
That's why we were meant to be, man. I don't tell too many people that story. So, but yeah, man, that's to me is top 3, and it ain't number 3 greatest matches of all time. But yeah, so like I said, huge Bayley fan. So to me, it'd be a disservice, man, if we don't get her involved here. What I'm hoping is Bayley aligns with Becky, and they form a dominant duo. But I think Becky's walking out with this one. I don't think Lyra's going to get another IC title match. Not saying she's not deserving of it. I just think she's going to move on to something else. But I think Becky's walking out with this one.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm glad you talked about Bayley, because I'm shocked that it's Lyra in this match. When I found out that it was supposed to be a number one contenders match, I thought Bayley was going to win because Bayley still hasn't gotten that one-on-one match.
Yep.
And when they always put that stipulation in of you can never challenge for the title again, the challenger usually wins. But the thing, because I can see Lyra winning this match because Becky is kind of bringing something out of her and taking her to that next level that she has to be at. Because like I said, like the promos said, I'm not saying they've been great, but they've been way better. She seems more comfortable. Not the most. She's not like on the couch comfortable, but she's comfy. And I said the in ring has never been the problem. It's always been like the personality, the edge, and the mic and talking on the mic. But I think that in this entire thing, she's kind of gotten that. And I do think that Lyra versus Bayley can be the feud coming out of this, but it just kind of messes with my head that Becky's the one that took out Bayley, and those two are not having a one-on-one match for the WIC championship. So that's just a little bit strange to me. But they can move forward with the 3 of these women still. But I'm gonna go with Lyra to win, and I do think that Bayley will end up turning heel on Lyra because Bayley still kind of has a point up to actually turn on Lyra. So I am going to go with Lyra to regain the WIC championship, and I do think Bayley will turn heel on Lyra. Or better yet, maybe even Lyra turns heel on Bayley, because a lot of people, they're not really going to boo Bayley.
Interesting. You know what? That's interesting. I didn't think about that one.
Yeah, that's another way to look. That's another way to look at it. And Eric is a big fan of Bayley, so I'll just play this for him.
Lord have mercy.
We're going to stay in the women's division. We're going to go